She
When?
tripped Thursday morning.
Walking into the house?
Yes.
Tell us about it. Take us through it.
Details.
So when I opened up the door, she was coming through and she slipped on that concrete step and the metal part, she hit the metal part on her eye.
Which door?
And it was
The back door or into the house?
Going into the house, the carpet. And so I got her back up and she stood up and looked up at me and did say, I want donut and couch, and then collapsed.
We appreciate you being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's an accident.
You called for help.
This is my fault.
You
I
called
should
for
have
help.
protected
It's
her.
not- it's not
Shouldn't
your
have let her
fault.
fall. I should have been holding her.
It's not your fault. But here's the thing. You've gone through every single one of these injuries and you had no problems telling us about these.
I know.
Okay?
I felt like it was my
And even the
fault.
injury, even the injury that you were thinking put her in the situation she was in, you told us about that, no problem. What's the difference? What's the difference in this injury and the one you were there for both
I
of
know,
them?
'cause I
If you
feel
thought
like-
this one put her in the hospital,
I didn't.
why
I
were you
thought
hiding
Wednesday.
the fact that...
I didn't. I thought Wednesday did because she
Yeah,
smacked
you.
her.
Okay,
And that's
still,
what I'm saying.
you're under
you
your-
owned this one. You
Yeah.
said this one happened
owned
when you
all
were
this.
watching her.
Mhm.
Okay. You
Why
called
hide
for
this
help.
one?
Why lie about this one? About her falling?
Because
Is there
I
more
thought
to
it was because I thought it was my fault and I thought she was having a seizure and I didn't want Jason to be mad at me
Yeah.
that she slipped and fell and I wasn't holding her and I was trying to grab her blanket from her
Here's the thing.
and I thought it was my
Here-
fault that she
here's
was
the
having a
thing.
seizure. I thought she was having a seizure. I was scooping out her mouth.
Okay.
So go through that again. Go through that
So
exactly
I
what
opened up the
happened.
door and I'm like, can I go in? I'll take your jacket or blanket. And when I went to take her blanket, it slipped on the blanket, got underneath her foot, and on that one step, and she hit that metal part. Right.
On the threshold at the bottom of the door?
Yeah, the metal part that goes
Okay, and
across
she hit what side?
the left side.
Okay. She's
Right.
What, she's what, this tall?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not what did this.
And listen, she's this tall, right?
No, God,
This tall.
no.
Okay, she's
little.
this tall.
Yeah.
And the steps are.
And
I mean,
she
it's a
slipped
step up
back.
out of the
She
garage.
really did hit the
Okay.
metal part.
So is there a step and then you step into the house?
Yes.
So,
And she
okay.
hit the top part, the upper part.
Yes.
Okay. So then she gets up. Is the stuff about, do you want to go back to bed or what? Is all that true? Did she ask-
Yeah, she got back
so
up and
she
looked
got
at me and
up,
said, donut, I want
asked
buddy
for a
and couch.
donut.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what happened? And then collapsed. Okay.
And I thought she was having a seizure. I didn't think that
Look,
hurt
look,
her.
look,
I
look,
thought that
listen
the
to me,
Wednesday
listen to
hurt
me,
her.
listen to me. That's not what happened either.
It is, I promise.
No, that's not what happened.
It
The
is.
doctor said when this injury occurred, she was out.
Instant.
She wasn't. She stood back up. I am being completely honest.
That's not what
She
happened.
wouldn't have been able to talk.
That's not what happened. There was a more severe accident that happened that just like this accident, you're afraid to tell us for some reason. Okay?
I'm not afraid to tell you anything.
Well, you were afraid to tell us that.
Well, 'cause I
we
thought
got
I was
through
the one
that. We got all right.
caused her
and-
seizure.
And we got through that. And we're gonna get through this
We can
too.
get through this.
Okay?
Okay.
Because that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So tell us.
That's exactly, I swear.
That's not what happened.
It is. She
No.
slipped and fell.
No.
Okay, I did not.
She didn't fall 12 inches and traumatically bruise her
She falls
to the point where they have to cut a piece of her skull off to relieve pressure. It's not what happened.
the day
Especially,
before-
especially on the bones right here are extremely weak. In order to
What's
do
that
that
mean?
much damage,
Like, 'cause she's young?
they're weak for a reason.
Gotcha.
No, all of ours. They're weak for a reason.
Oh.
They break because they're like crumple zones in a car.
They
That's
absorb.
why they break. No broken bones here.
No.
Okay?
Yeah.
That absolutely did not do that. Even the surgeon said that. Okay? So that's not what happened. So tell us what really happened.
That's really what
Nope,
happened.
that's not what
That's
happened.
not.
We're beyond that. We're beyond that.
I don't know what else to
Listen,
say.
you tell us that she's on top of a toy,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and she falls face first.
Yeah.
The day before.
Yeah.
Gets up and goes on about her business.
She did. She
Like
was
nothing
two
ever
balls-
happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next day, she falls into a step that's probably this tall up off the ground.
Mhm.
She's this tall. That's what, a foot
Head
of a
first.
fall? Head first?
Yeah. Well, she slipped.
Okay.
You have kids.
Yeah.
We've had kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really think that her falling 12 inches hitting her eye is going to make her brain swell like that?
No, that's what I don't understand.
Right, because that's not
Because it was something more traumatic.
something more traumatic.
I believe you, but I did not hurt her.
We're not saying you hurt her. We're saying you were there for the accident.
Yeah, that was the
Okay?
accident.
Because that's exactly what happened, and that was not the accident. That's not what did this. We know that without a doubt. Okay? That didn't happen. She has no broken bones in her face. Okay?
I mean, this is a common thing to get broken when somebody's hit
Right.
or falls, okay?
Yeah.
That's not broken.
Breaks easily to protect your brain.
Yeah,
Okay?
I thought it,
Yeah.
I honestly
And there's
thought.
no broken bones in her face. So that's not what happened. Okay? You know, we've come a long way. We got past that. Okay?
Yeah.
You're right there. You're right there. Thank you.
When I opened the door, I dropped her.
After being pushed in questioning, Partin changes her story again on what happened to Hannah. Now she is stating that she fell while holding Hannah and dropped her. Up until this point in questioning, Partin has not mentioned carrying Hannah at all. She also has been adamant that she doesn't know what happened to Hannah.
And I slipped and fell.
Tell us what happened.
So I slipped on her blanket when I opened the door, and we both went down, and she hit that concrete step really hard.
Where at? On her head?
On her face,
Where?
yeah, because I was holding her on the left side. And when I slipped, it hit her side. I actually hit my head on the door coming down, but she smacked her face, her head really hard on that concrete step.
Okay. And then what happened?
We got up. I tried to get her to come to. She did ask me for a donut and couch out in the garage, not inside, but she did when we first walked in, and Jason walked out. She said,
So now you're saying
"Buddy."
she asked for that before?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I fell, and she fell.
Where were you at when you fell?
Against the door, trying to get the door open. I was holding her. The blanket was kind of like falling because he had handed her to me, and I put her down, and then I picked her. No, he put her down, and when he walked out the door, I picked her up with the blanket, and it got tangled up. And when I opened up the door, it got tangled, and I slipped.
So are you on the concrete floor, or are you on a step, or are you on the top step?
I was getting ready. I was trying to step up to go inside. I lost my balance. The blanket got underneath my foot, and we both fell. She smacked her face on that concrete step, and I hit the door. And I tried to brace her and myself, but I lost my balance.
Then what
She hit
happened?
really hard. Then I got up and tried to get her to come to. I was checking her, and I said, "Hannah, are you okay? Get up." I did say that, "Hannah, are you okay? Get up."
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't respond.
Were you still in the garage, kind of in the doorway
Kind of
at this point?
in the doorway, yeah. Right where I said I was. Just didn't want her to be hurt. I thought she was having a seizure.
Mhm.
Didn't think she was really hurt.
Oh, her brain was going through some trauma. That's what the brain fights to keep going, but
I knew better than to try to carry her around with the blanket. I didn't have any clothes on under my robe, and I was like... Billy was inside waiting for us, and I was in a hurry.
So why would you hide that?
Because I didn't want to be in trouble.
Why would you be in
I
trouble
don't know,
for?
because I babysit kids at home. I don't want my husband to get sued. Now he doesn't want me to babysit kids anymore. And I don't want to be yelled at by him, or I don't know. I'm a goody two-shoes. I've never been in trouble. I've never done anything bad in my life, and I would never hurt a kid, and I didn't think that she was that hurt. I don't know, she was just having a seizure, and I even turned her on her side and did the mouth thing.
How long did you try to get her to come to before you called her dad?
A minute, not even 2 seconds. I mean, it was immediate that I knew. I mean, I knew something was wrong. I thought it was a seizure, like I said. So I called him and I said, she collapsed. I didn't want him to think that I hurt his kid. Because I slipped really hard. I actually tried to catch myself and her at the same time, and I bruised my hand right here when I fell.
Okay. All right. We really appreciate you.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I shouldn't have carried her inside. She didn't want her dad to leave, so I felt bad.
Okay.
I was trying to, like, hug her and make her, like, Daddy will be back. I love her so much.
Okay. All right. Now tell us, we really appreciate you being honest, okay? Now tell us the truth about the chin and the neck.
I honestly don't know anything about that. I really thought it was the gravel. I really did.
That's not.
I believe you, but I had not seen that before the gravel. I really hadn't, ever. I noticed it Wednesday when we were going potty, that morning.
Tuesday when she fell on the rocks,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't notice any bruising prior, right?
No.
So what about Wednesday?
Wednesday morning is when I noticed.
Noticed what?
The bruises on her chin and on her chest.
Okay. Do you know what touch DNA is?
No.
Okay. So anytime someone touches something, okay? Like right now, I just left billions of skin cells, okay? You can get them from fingernails, you can get them from anything you touch, okay? And you can transfer them from person to person, okay? All it takes is 7 skin cells to be right to be tested, okay? So like I said, when you touch something, you leave billions of them, okay?
Nice.
Is there any reason at all that your DNA or any of your skin cells or fingernail cells or anything at all would be inside this specific wound?
Probably because
Why?
I did the vapor rub and all that stuff on her. Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Okay.
Yeah. I did the vapor rub and the salt, and I even did my essential oils, and yeah, I'm sure there is.
Okay. Do you know if DNA will survive petroleum jelly?
No idea. No idea.
Back to under the chin here. This absolutely did not happen from a fall on a flat driveway.
No.
Okay?
Yeah. I believe you.
Okay.
How'd that happen?
So what happened to her neck?
I do not know. I thought it was the gravel in the fall.
Yeah,
Well,
it wasn't.
we remember we went through this and you told us how you agreed with us that some of this stuff
Yeah,
is older.
of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the exact same size as the fresh ones. And they look very similar. So either has she fallen on that very same gravel a couple of times, different stages?
It could be. I don't know.
Or-
They have gravel at his house too.
Okay.
So
But
I
you
don't
said,
know.
remember you said that he had just put this new
He did.
gravel
He
on your
just
driveway.
finished the barn,
Okay.
and yep.
So it
Well,
being the same.
They do the gravel a lot
Okay.
because of the
But,
trucks coming in.
I mean,
and
this,
that,
you know, you said that these are different stages of healing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Tell us about those.
I think you know about these two.
Yeah.
I don't know about
I
those.
think you do.
I don't. I honestly don't.
I'm positive you do.
Yeah.
Why would you think I know about them?
Because you just lied to us.
I'm
How
not
many
trying to
times
lie.
about? Well,
Well, you are.
You
We've
did.
given you how many times to tell us
Right.
what happened with the fall. Okay?
can you
And-
see how that doesn't look
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
And we understand. You called for help.
Of
Okay?
course.
We're not getting mad at you or anything. We just want to know what happened. We want to know everything that happened. We want to know how that happened. We want to know how that happened. We want to
Yeah.
know how the fingers, these things happened.
We're getting calls from all these doctors
Yeah.
saying, no, and we're saying, yeah, that's what's happening. No,
Yeah. And that's what I told
that's
them.
not what's going
This
on.
morning, the doctors called and said, tell us what happened. What you're being told.
Yeah.
And the doctor said, no.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that. I really don't.
And here's another thing, okay? Dad obviously, every time she comes home with a new scrape or bruise, Dad asks her, what happened?
Yeah.
I know you told him,
Yeah.
but he's doing what any other dad would say.
Of course.
So what does she tell him Dad whenever he says, what happened here? What happened there? What happened here? What's the one word or one thing she is saying?
I don't know.
Babysitter.
And even the lady, who else watches her?
Sandy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
When she asks,
And she asked, who did
where,
that?
hey,
those
girl,
come
where are
from?
you getting all this
Where are
stuff
you getting
from?
these?
Babysitter.
Babysitter.
So now we've got,
At the babysitters,
So
I
look.
mean, I wouldn't hurt
Well,
her. I don't even.
Let me ask you this. Earlier today, I heard, did you go to college?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you go to college for?
Teaching.
Teaching. Did you get to teach? When you got out of
No,
college?
my dad owns a trucking company, so I stayed on as his
Okay.
secretary.
Okay. And like I said,
But I did teach preschool and
Okay.
daycare, like,
and I saw a slice of your life this morning at 9 a.m.
yeah.
Kids screaming,
Mhm.
you know, it's loud.
hey,
Things get
Very
hectic.
loud.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are you ever mad at the way that turned out?
No, I love babysitting.
I'm not saying you don't love your kids.
No, yeah, no.
But
I'm
do
not
you
mad.
ever wish, I mean, you went to college to teach.
Yeah, no, I don't. I want to be home with my kids. That's
You
why I
wanna be with
married.
your
That's why I
kids?
wanted to
Okay.
be with TJ, because
Okay.
he wanted a mom to stay home with
Okay.
kids. Yeah.
Do you
No.
have you ever lost it? Did you ever get mad?
No. I mean,
That's
I
what
yell
I
at
believe.
I yell at TJ
Yeah,
a
listen,
lot.
I did this
I
morning.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't mean it like,
You know,
no,
you
I
get
don't
mad.
ever. Yeah.
You
Oh
get
yeah.
mad,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you scream and you yell and you stomp around. You might
Yeah.
throw a paper, a rag or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah. Of course I get
It's
mad.
Things
called a
build
fit.
up.
It's called
Yeah.
a fit of rage.
yeah.
I've had
Okay.
plenty of them. Yes. I don't mean it like but like not in
And remember
general.
when we talked about this?
Mhm.
Okay. A lot of these are consistent with what we've seen before. Okay. With kids being hurt,
Yeah.
not by falls, not by running into things. Okay. This is not her falling on gravel. Okay. This is not her falling on her
On
ear.
a plastic toy.
Okay. Just like you said,
And you know that.
just like you said, that this isn't from her falling while she's walking, okay? There's reasons that she has all these, okay? And we think you know why she has them,
Listen,
okay?
Hannah has been abused. No doubt about it. And it's not her father.
Have you grabbed her ear?
Yeah, probably.
What do you mean, probably?
I don't grab, no, and I've never hit her.
Listen, you are at home for 12 plus hours a day with a kid that's not yours and 3 other ones. You cannot tell me that does not drive you bonkers.
It does, I mean, yeah,
I
but I don't
get
yell
it.
through fits of rage. Like
All it
with
takes is
TJ,
that-
I do.
That's the only thing that could explain
All
it.
it takes
a
is
fit
one
of-
or two.
A fit of
okay?
rage.
If you lost your temper, you lost your temper. It's not like these kids come over so you can hurt them. We don't think that's
We're
what
not
this
saying you're a
is.
demented
Okay.
woman who's like, yeah, bring her over here so I can beat the shit out of
Yeah.
her. That's not what we're saying.
I don't
A
think
fit
that.
of rage.
Okay?
That's what's done this.
What's going on here? Tell us about it.
You've been honest with us so far.
Yeah.
Why stop?
Tell us about it.
Oh.
Whatever you're thinking, just speak it.
I really don't know what to say.
Start with these. How do these get here?
I didn't do that. I don't know.
Okay.
I
Okay.
really didn't do that. I don't know.
How does this happen?
I slapped her upside the head.
With what?
My hand.
Open, closed?
Yeah, open.
And
What caused that?
After denying any wrongdoing during the interview, Partin finally admits that she slapped Hannah. You can see her shrugging her shoulders multiple times while admitting this. Shoulder shrugging can be a sign of resignation, uncertainty, and submissiveness.
She took all of the, I don't know why she was in trouble. She took all the ketchup out and squirted it into the toilet while I wasn't looking.
That's frustrating.
And I'm like, Hannah!
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
What else had she done that day Is this like a culmination of things building up?
Mischievous.
What day was that?
Was
This
it last
week?
week? This week?
This week? Early
Yeah.
this week?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't think that I hurt her. I really didn't.
Well, it may not have. I mean, kids are tough. They're not, you know, they trust me. You know,
Yeah.
as well as anybody else does. They're very resilient, and you're not gonna know.
Tell us about that
On the
one.
chin.
I really did not hit her on the chin. I don't
We're
know.
not saying anyone.
Right, yeah, I
Does
don't.
she talk back to you?
No,
She doesn't?
not one bit.
Does she not listen to you? Like, if
She
she
actually does listen.
if she's watching
But she's
a show
mischievous.
and you tell her to do something, does she not listen?
No,
You
she
get her-
listens.
How do you get her attention when she doesn't listen?
Hannah, you gotta listen to Buddy.
Does she not eat well for you?
No, she eats great. She eats all day long.
Okay, then tell us what happened here.
Tell us about that.
This was not a fall in the driveway.
It's not.
We know what this is consistent with.
Yeah.
Look at me. We do this for a living.
No, I know.
Okay?
I
This
know.
is not the first 3-year-old that we're staring at pictures about, okay? We know exactly what caused this, okay? Exactly. And it's not a fall. And you know what caused this. Just like you knew what caused this, okay?
What was
So what caused this?
I smacked her on the chin for doing the ketchup. It was the same thing.
Okay, so this is the same incident.
Yeah.
Tell us about this. Because this is not a smack. I just want to tell you right now, this
Yeah,
is
it's not a
not a deep bone contusion from an open-handed smack. Okay? Knowing that.
I didn't.
No,
I wasn't
listen,
like that.
listen. Knowing that we know that, what happened here?
The same thing. It was the same incident.
Tell us though, what happened to
When-
these specific bruises.
When I caught her doing the ketchup, you know, I took it away and I put her on the potty because I think she had to go pee anyway. And I said, Hannah, you can't do the ketchup. And I got mad. I just slapped her on the side of the head and went like that.
Closed?
Yeah, like that.
How many times? Don't say once.
A couple times.
Because look, bruise,
Yeah,
bruise.
yeah.
Okay. Does he give you permission to discipline or,
Yeah.
I mean, spank and stuff? Okay.
Which I don't really spank. I don't even know why I was mad that day.
So these were closed fists like uppercuts?
Yeah.
Okay. And this was an open-handed smack? Was it really open-handed?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, the bruises on the chest.
Honestly.
Listen.
No, I believe you.
Do you see the pattern here?
Yes.
Deny, deny.
How about this big one down here?
I did not touch her chest. I'm definitely telling you the most positive truth. I did not touch her chest.
Okay. So look.
But I was mad that day.
Let's
when she did the
look at
ketchup.
this. Okay.
And we also, sorry to
Go
interrupt, we also know exactly what these are.
Yeah.
They're, in all these cases, they're consistent. I mean, you can literally take 100 of them and put them up on the board right here, and they're all going to have the same exact bruises. And anyone who knows what they're talking about or what they're looking at will say, this is this, this is this, this is
Should I
this,
get a lawyer?
this
Am I
is
gonna be in
this.
trouble?
At this point, detectives should stop questioning Partin and remind her of her Miranda rights. If an individual states that he or she wants an attorney, the interrogation must stop until an attorney is present. Partin has not requested an attorney, but she has asked the detectives if she should get one. Detectives cannot tell her if she should get an attorney or not.
That's up to you, okay? We want to know what happened.
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
why I
tell
asked you if he gives you permission
Yeah.
to
That's
discipline.
what we're trying to figure out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, what's discipline and what's not?
Yeah.
You know,
Well-
I spank my kids. I know he spanks his kids.
Mhm.
I don't really. So I don't know why I got mad that day, but
Look, she's not yours.
Right.
Well,
I don't, honestly, I don't like kids that aren't mine either. Does that make me a bad person?
No,
I feel
really
the
I
same
don't.
do like kids that are mine.
Yeah.
I have a
Well,
lot
me and
of,
you are
I
different
just,
then.
I had a lot of, I've had some things going on. I had a miscarriage 2 weeks ago.
Oh, man.
I gave birth to a baby in the toilet, and I mean, actually, a baby in the toilet.
Okay.
That was really traumatic, and I took
How
care
far
of 4
along were
days.
you?
14 weeks.
Hmm.
And they told me at my 13-week appointment to hear the heartbeat that it was dead, and that they could take it out then or let it pass. And I felt like I was getting an abortion if I let them do that. So I waited, and 3 days later, I was in labor at 4 a.m. And I've had C-sections, so I didn't understand what was happening with the pressure and all that. And 3 hours later,
How long ago was this?
right at the end of February.
Have you been trying to have
Yeah.
another one? Been having a hard time?
Yeah.
Do you know about her
This is
mother?
the second miscarriage.
Do you know about her mother? You
Oh,
know
yeah.
anything about the mother?
Yeah.
Does that piss you off?
Yes, and I don't
Pisses
know
me
why
off,
I
too.
hurt her. I don't know why I even slapped her or was even
No, I'm
mad.
talking
I know
about
why
the-
I was. It was me.
Does her mother piss you off?
Yes. Hardcore. Because I
Because
would
you're
never...
trying to have a child. Trust me, I know. I've gone through this. I went through this. Me and my wife went through this for like 7 years. And you see all these crackheads
have
popping out
babies.
these kids that can't take care of them and don't even want them. Pisses you
And
off.
I don't do anything when I'm pregnant. Not that I drink or smoke or anything anyway, but like, I won't even like drink coffee when I'm pregnant.
Yep. Yep. Is there a little bit of resentment?
I don't know about resentment. I just been having bad time.
Yeah,
Sounds like it.
you have.
Your husband, or your, what is it, fiance?
We got married, but we didn't
Okay.
sign a marriage certificate.
Your husband's never home.
He tries, but yeah, I'm by myself all the
And
time.
he's
It's
out
still
with-
frustrating.
With her dad?
No,
They don't work together?
They do, but like they don't.
They don't go out.
Yeah.
and-
There's so
they don't
many
drink.
different crews.
They don't hit a bar, nothing after.
No,
after
he
work or
does
nothing?
though.
Who does?
TJ every once in a
Okay,
while.
So you're
Does
at
that make
home
you mad?
longer.
Yeah.
He's a lot better than he
Okay.
used to be.
Talked to him yesterday. Good guy.
He's a lot better than he used
Okay.
to be.
And he probably doesn't understand what you're going through.
He
We're
doesn't.
dumb.
No.
doesn't.
Guys have no idea what it's like.
He doesn't understand.
Okay? I mean, even, you probably told him, and I'm dense like that. Unless I've been through it, I'm not gonna
It's like, suck it
completely
up.
get it. Yeah,
Grow up.
yeah. So, I understand your frustrations, okay?
But I love her. I
I don't doubt
There's
that.
no doubt.
You
never
called for help
didn't
as soon as you,
mean to,
yeah.
like,
Look, I wanted to
I didn't mean
throw my child through the wall, and I would literally do anything for him. But in a fit of rage, oh
Yeah.
my God! Everyone, no one's sitting back saying, how could that happen? Because every single person here knows exactly
like
how.
frustrated. Like, how could you take the ketchup out? And,
Mhm.
you know
Yes.
you're not supposed to do that.
Yes.
Your
You
dad
made a-
even tells you not to do that.
That's one more mess you got to clean up and take care of, and
Worry about the three
But
other
I
ones that
love
are out doing
babysitting.
something.
I love my life. I really do. I want another kid. I want to watch more kids.
do you know? Have you ever had with your other ones postpartum depression or anything like that?
Big time.
I don't know when that starts,
Big time.
but
The second one really bad.
Yeah. Okay.
um,
So, we've got all of the injuries except these narrowed down. Okay? And I think you know about these. And you're being honest with us. You're
Yeah.
with everything.
Yeah.
The hard part is just saying it out loud, because you probably
Yeah.
haven't even said it out loud yet, right? Have you told DJ about it? About how you feel? About maybe going too far with Hannah?
it's too much. It's too
It's a
much
lot,
on one
okay?
person.
It was a
It
You
is.
got it out, okay? Let's finish it. Let's get it all the way through, okay?
It's probably the same incident. Was it? Was it the same incident?
What happened?
Hannah, you know better.
Okay.
So we know
I didn't mean
that.
to hurt her. I wasn't even trying to hurt her. I was just trying to get her
Well, this
attention. Like,
stuff
you can't.
didn't hurt her. This stuff's not what hurt her. I mean, it may have hurt, obviously, but
Yeah.
she's being disciplined.
And I'm not like that. I really am not an aggressive person. I've never even like.
Well, normally, but these aren't normal
No,
circumstances.
I'm not normal right now.
No,
I'm not.
no.
And I've been trying to be. And I've been trying not
makes
to
it
get
worse.
frustrated. And I've
You
been
know.
trying to fix myself on my own.
And
You
you
know
haven't
that
told
makes it
anybody,
worse.
have you?
You don't have anybody to talk to. No one's
I
there,
have
have you?
nobody.
No.
And I don't want my mom to
If
judge
you
me or
leave,
hate
if you
me
leave,
or-
yeah, where are you gonna go if you leave?
I have nowhere to go.
Right.
And I love him. I love my life. I
Yeah.
really do. Which is why I
It's a
don't
lot.
understand why I would even like.
Frustration?
I spanked Vivian the other day, and I don't even spank. I really don't spank.
You're,
I was never
you're in
spanked.
over your head right
I'm in
now.
over my head.
You are, and you need to tell someone that. You
I
probably
just don't wanna
feel
be in trouble.
you
I-
probably feel a little bit better just telling us,
I do.
two strangers.
And how
I
weird
mean,
is
it's
that?
needed. Yeah.
talking down here to us, and you probably are feeling better.
I
Yeah.
feel better.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should feel
I love
better.
her.
You should feel 100% better right now.
I care about Jason. I care about his child a lot.
There's no
None
doubt
of this
about
has
that.
to do with anybody but me. And I'm just...
No doubt about that.
So, with these, and I'm trying to get a time frame with what you're telling us now.
Yeah.
End of February, you have the miscarriage, okay? And let it out. These are at different stages of healing.
Mhm.
Was there other times where you've got her in the chest, where some are healing and some aren't?
No, but I remember one morning she was...
What was that you just did?
I just kind of like squeezed her
Uh-huh.
when I picked her up, like, because she was... Jason was late, and that morning he
And
was...
that's what these are.
Yeah, probably.
These are little pinch bruises.
Yeah, where I
Yep.
squeezed her from...
The shirt does that.
Because Jason was like, no, I gotta go, I'm in a hurry, because she kept wanting to give him more kisses, which is normal. Kaylin does it to her mom, too. And he's like, will you grab her? I gotta go.
Yeah.
So I remember grabbing her up and squeezing her like, Hannah, you gotta stop.
Okay.
Your dad's gotta go.
Okay.
I remember doing that.
All right. And now that we're being honest, we got everything out on the table, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about with the step, when she fell into her head. Because
Not the fall.
Listen.
Okay.
No, I'm honestly telling
Was
you the truth.
were you mad when he dropped her off?
No.
Did
Not at all.
because
Not at all. I was not mad.
you've lost your temper when you've done
Yeah.
all of these,
Yeah.
okay?
It was too
And
early in the
these,
morning to
listen,
lose my
and you've
temper.
lost your temper, one quick moment, right? And you've caused bruising, and you've caused, scratches and stuff like that, okay?
Mhm.
Did something happen Thursday morning?
No,
That made you mad?
No.
Because,
No.
it's,
Not at
It
all.
sounds-
Not one thing.
the fall, I don't want to say convenient, but now that you're being honest with us, now that
Yeah.
you're telling us everything, and we know, we kind of have an idea of your
Yeah.
mindset.
The fall did happen,
You've
because
been
I hurt
through
myself
some-
tell I bruised
Okay.
myself right here trying to catch
Okay,
myself.
so tell us
Let me
exactly.
see that.
I bruised myself
Yeah.
right there trying to catch
Okay.
myself.
Can I see your
Yeah.
knuckles?
Yeah.
So tell us exactly about the fall. We'll assume, we'll go with you on this one for a minute.
Yeah, no,
Although I don't believe that the fall really happened, okay?
I wouldn't believe
Right,
me either at this point.
And just like we've worked through all this, we'll work through
We'll
this
work through
too,
it.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the last thing, I promise you, that we've got to work through.
Mhm. So I opened the door, I slipped, and we went down. I went down like this.
So you
and
caught a
I
lot
caught-
of your weight with one hand.
Yeah, and I'm not strong enough, obviously. I
Right.
tried to keep her up towards me, and we went down hard.
Yeah.
We went down hard.
Let me ask you
I
this.
slipped. Yeah.
The palm of that hand.
Yeah, right there.
Did you hit her in the head with it?
No. No, not at all. No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Because here's the thing.
I'm dead
That
serious.
absolutely matches with what we're dealing with.
Here's
I did
the
not
thing.
hit her.
Listen, here's the thing, okay? If you're falling, what do you weigh?
115.
115 pounds. And you're falling, and you catch enough of your weight on the palm of your hand to bruise your hand.
Yeah, we fell hard.
Listen to me, that is not enough force to do this kind of damage. You caught the vast majority of your guys' weight.
No,
with
I caught
one hand.
my weight.
Right,
She
which you
completely
got her.
went.
And she
Right.
weighs
Yeah.
how
And
much
you've got
less than
her.
you,
Right.
is what we're getting at.
That's
Okay.
not what did this
If it's hard enough to cause her brain to
Yeah.
have trauma to it, it's
I didn't-
definitely hard enough.
I didn't hit her Thursday morning. I'm
Okay.
being dead honest.
Okay,
We
then
fell.
what happened?
We fell.
The fall is not what
It's
knocked her
not enough.
unconscious.
It's
What
not
knocked her
enough.
unconscious?
It's really not enough.
I did not. I would never hurt anybody that bad. I don't.
Well,
I
what
wouldn't.
did
You would never mean to.
No, and I
Right?
didn't. I wasn't upset.
Listen, you would never mean to hurt her,
No.
but you
no.
have.
Okay, listen. What if when she was sitting on the toilet and you hit her in the head right here and she would have went unconscious? Would you have meant to do that?
No.
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
There's no doubt you didn't mean to do any of this, okay? You're under more stress and, oh my, I can't even imagine. I literally can't imagine what you're going through right now.
And here you are looking at another 12 hours ahead of you. She's dropped off. And you got another 12 hours ahead of you.
And she's probably hyper as shit.
She's not hyper in the morning. She
What
wasn't.
happened Thursday morning?
I am.
The fall's not what did it.
And I don't know what did it. I did not hit her Thursday morning. I did not.
The doctor is saying a fall other than, what, 15 feet didn't do this. This is consistent with like car crashes.
But I could never even hit somebody.
Was she in a car crash Thursday morning?
No.
Okay.
Listen, before today, when you admitted to yourself that you caused this, you would have never done that. You'd never thought you would have done that, okay?
Yeah.
You said yourself you're not in a right frame of mind right now, okay? Thursday morning, you're looking at 12 hours in front of you because it's the last day that he's going to work, so there's probably going to be a long day for
I was
him.
excited about Thursday. We had a day planned.
And what did she do?
And
What did
nothing.
she do that set you off?
Nothing.
Something happened.
Nothing
It was not
happened.
a fault. It's not a fault.
I don't know what it was then. I'm being dead honest. I'm looking you in the eye and
It
telling
doesn't
you
matter.
that. No,
I'm
I
not
know.
concerned about you looking me in the eye.
Yeah.
You've looked at me in the eye
Yeah, you've
already.
already, I mean, for whatever reason, you don't want to say it. You've already said all this, okay?
I
And
am.
it takes a lot. It takes a lot of
Yeah.
courage to come in here after being here yesterday and telling us nothing happened, and then us showing up this morning. You probably kind of figured that what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, of course.
Okay? And you come in and you want to tell us. I think you do because you feel bad for it, right?
I do. I
It's
don't.
not your fault. It's not
It
your
is
fault.
my fault.
It's
I
not
should
your
have
fault.
protected her.
But
and
you're
I,
not in your right mind, right? You
And
said
no one is listening to you when you're telling them
Right.
that you need attention, you need this and you need that. You need some time to yourself. This is the end of a long week. It's not your fault. I don't blame you, he don't blame
yeah,
you.
the court's gonna think it's my fault, and then I'm gonna be without my kids
Listen,
and in prison.
listen.
that's a long way away.
Listen, you are a person that does the right thing. I already know
am.
that. You always have. Until you get sprinkled with a bunch of shit that happens all in a 2-week span. You never see your husband. You have a miscarriage. You're not in your right mind here. This is not you. This is like someone who gets on drugs and steals from their grandma. It's not them. It happens all the time. It's not them.
Which I would never do that.
It's literally like a chemical imbalance, okay? Because you're not in your right mind right now.
No, I'm not.
You're not. And-
I didn't hit her though. I'm.
Well, then what happened?
We did fall.
Did
we
you shake
fell.
her?
Yeah. Because I was trying to get her to come too.
How hard?
Like,
No,
Hannah, wake up.
I mean prior to her passing out. Is that what caused this?
I'm trying to think when I.
Because here's the thing. I don't think that you're strong enough or big enough to strike her
No.
to cause this damage.
No,
and
I
I don't
never
think a
do
doctor
that.
would either.
No, and I didn't hit her
So,
Thursday at all.
I believe you.
Yeah, we
I
fell.
believe that you did not hit her.
Yeah,
Tell me what happened.
we fell. She smacked her head. We got up and I shook her, trying to get her to come to.
I'm talking, this takes a shaking.
I probably shook her hard then. I was trying to get her to
Tell
come
me
to. I
about
didn't
it.
understand what was happening.
How
Tell
long
us
did it
about
And
it.
I'm like, a minute probably, like, Hannah, wake up. And I remember like putting her on my thing, I sat down like this on the floor. And I was like holding her, like spread like her legs over like that. And I'm like, Hannah, wake up, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, do you want some juice? Do you want some juice? What's wrong with you? Why aren't you waking up? Why aren't you waking up?
How was her head going when you were shaking her?
She was
Was
limp.
it really
She was limp.
snapping back and forth?
No, her body was limp. But
Mhm.
she was, and when I would say her name, she was responding to me
Okay.
at that point.
Okay.
But we did fall.
How were
And I
you
did
holding her
shake
when you did shake her? For a minute long, you said.
Yeah, because I was trying to
How
get
were you
her-
holding her?
Like up, like,
Up underneath
Yeah,
her
I had
arms?
her-
Up underneath
Yes.
her arms or above on her shoulders?
yeah, like this.
Both arms in your hand?
Yes, like this.
Shaking like this. And so if you're holding her like this and she's out of it, how is her head snapping around?
Like that.
Pretty bad?
Yeah.
Like violently snapping around?
I
Because
don't know
you're
if
panicking.
violence the right word, but I was very
You're
panicked.
panicking.
I was very panicked.
So
Very panicked.
you're probably going to be moving a lot faster and a lot stronger than you normally would because
Yeah.
you want her to, you realize
I was
something's wrong.
really trying to get her to wake up.
So how hard were you shaking her really hard?
Probably.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
You
sit
know,
back up
you
here.
didn't sit
I think I might have like actually like dropped her at some, not dropped her, but like, I don't even know what. It was so fast and
Okay.
I was
There's no
so
doubt.
panicked.
Do you know what, I'm sure you've heard of shaken baby syndrome?
Yeah, and now after that I'm like, why did I do that? Why didn't I just lay her down?
Mhm.
And I did after that. I laid her down because I thought she was having a seizure. After I couldn't get her to come to, it was a minute. I laid her down and turned her over to the side and was trying to do that like I said I did. And
Okay.
I called Jason and 911.
Shaken baby syndrome is a type of brain injury that happens when a baby or young child is shaken violently. It destroys a child's brain cells and prevents his or her brain from getting enough oxygen. 1 in 4 children die from their injuries.
I mean,
Yeah, I was trying to get her to come to. I didn't understand what was happening.
Okay.
So what made her lose consciousness to begin with?
Us hitting the floor. She really hit that step. I fell hard, and I caught myself, and I thought I had her enough. And then the blanket was wrapped up in my other, my arm. I didn't.
Did you shake her before she went unconscious?
No, I was holding her.
I'm not talking about the fall. The fall did not give her this brain damage. It just didn't happen.
The fall didn't knock her out.
The fall did not.
You said just the day before she fell standing up.
Yeah,
Taller.
which is why I didn't I thought.
Okay.
Here's the thing about a 3-year-old's brain, okay? Mine and your brain, there's very little
Right.
room. You know that, right? A 3-year-old brain's got a lot of room.
Yeah.
They can sustain a lot more head trauma than we can.
Yeah.
Okay? So what made her go unconscious?
Probably me shaking her. Well, she was on.
Tell us.
She just wouldn't come to. Like when we fell and I picked her up.
What did she do to make you shake her?
She wasn't answering me.
No, I'm not talking about.
This is before the fall you're talking. Before she would have went unconscious. Something had to have happened before she went unconscious. Tell us what happened.
You know exactly what happened, and it was not the fall. So stop repeating the fall.
Yeah, it
okay?
wasn't
We're done
the fall.
hearing about the fall. It was not the fall. What was it?
I sat her.
No, just.
I'm
just
trying.
say
I'm
it.
trying to go
You
through
don't
my
have to
emotions.
recount. You don't have to recount it. You know exactly what it is. This is probably the most traumatic thing that's ever happened in your life. It would be mine, and I think it would be anybody's.
It is.
So don't sit here and pretend like you got to recount it, because you know exactly what happened. You'll never forget it for the rest of your life. You will never forget it. Now is the time. Now is the time. You are a person who does what's right under normal circumstances.
I do.
These are not
I've
normal
never done anything wrong in
circumstances.
my life.
These are not normal circumstances. Okay? So you can't be held accountable for something that is not a normal circumstance for you. You are in over your head. No one is blaming you. All we're asking is that you get this off your chest and do the right thing, because that's what you do. You do the right thing.
Yeah.
She called
I
you
did.
buddy.
She is my buddy. She
There's
followed
no
me
doubt.
everywhere
No
I
doubt.
went.
No doubt.
What
No
caused
doubt.
her to pass out?
For her, you love her, right?
Yes,
For
very
her.
much.
She can't talk.
Very much.
She can't talk. Okay? For her. Tell us what happened.
Well, so she didn't want him to go to work. And he's like, I gotta go. So he rushed out, and I was like, Hannah, you can't do that. Daddy's gotta go to work.
You shook her.
Yeah.
And she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and well, not necessarily. She didn't
Yeah, what
fall
happened?
unconscious. She just, I don't know how to, she kind of,
Was she crying after her dad?
yeah. No, not crying, just kind of like,
Whining?
yeah. I shook her, and I remember picking her up and squeezing her, and we did fall. But she did ask me for donut and couch before I.
How hard did you shake her? Like, what was the shake? What was?
She was
show
in trouble.
Show me. Yeah. And you were angry.
Yeah. Because he
Already
asks her
this
every morning to not do that.
Yeah.
How
He
many-
asks her.
how many times?
I'm in a hurry.
How many times? Just.
Like you're looking at a 12-hour day ahead of you,
Yeah,
and you're already
like-
dealing with
like,
this.
Stop doing this already.
Did she cry?
No,
Didn't make her cry?
no.
Okay. And then what happened?
I picked her up with the blanket, and that's when we fell, and then all that happened.
Okay.
I'm telling the
So So you take her from Dad, you set her down.
He set her down first.
She's whining after Dad.
Correct.
You pick her up.
Correct.
Close the door. Dad goes.
Yes.
And is that when you shook her?
How are you holding her when you shake her?
By her shoulders.
Outside or underneath?
Yeah.
Was she standing up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was on my
In
knees.
front of her? You guys face to face? Okay.
So your hands
Were you angry?
Not necessarily, just frustrated because
Frustrated.
she knows that he's late and needs to go, and when he says that.
And it happens every morning.
Not every morning, but quite a
Enough
lot.
to be frustrating?
Yeah, at this point, because she knows.
Right.
We've been doing this for a while,
Yep.
you know.
How hard is her head going back and forth when you're shaking her?
Because
Pretty hard.
doctors know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
And then you've already said you know what
Everything's such a blur at this point.
you know what shaken baby syndrome is, and that's an actual textbook
I never
term.
thought that would hurt her at 3 years old already. I don't know. I guess I thought that was an infant thing. I don't know. I didn't think ever, like, I don't know. I just didn't think that I was hurting
You didn't
her.
think a shaken baby would happen with a 3-year-old?
No. I don't know. I guess because I thought it was like preschool age. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't think about their brains being small still. Like, I don't know.
So, how frustrated were you?
Not really that frustrated.
So how many times did you shake her?
I don't know.
How long?
How many seconds?
How many seconds?
I mean, just enough to where, Hannah, you know better than to do that. Why would you do that? Your dad's late. We can't do that. You know better than that. What are we going to do tomorrow morning?
Like until she's whining, until she stops whining?
Yeah. I mean, it was a...
You
5
shook her
seconds.
until she stopped whining?
When I picked her up.
What did her face look like when you picked her up after she stopped whining?
Did she stop whining?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you picked her up.
Picked her up.
Did
Grabbed her blanket.
Did she sit down or anything? So you shook her for about 5 seconds. You picked her up.
Mm-hmm.
Then you walk in the house. That's when you noticed she was unconscious.
Well, we fell. We did fall. I'm not lying
Why
about
did you
that.
fall?
Because I slipped on the blanket and the stuff. We did fall.
Snatch her up real quick and going in the house because you were angry still? Is that what caused you to fall,
How
you
did you
think?
fall?
Probably. Yeah. Because I was doing it quickly.
Did you turn around and
Yeah.
the steps kind of behind you? Or?
No, when I opened the door, it got me off balance, and I went to step, and that's when I slipped. I was in a hurry. I was trying to
And
get
then
back
when
inside.
you
I
got-
knew Vivian was awake
So when you got up, you noticed she was unconscious?
from the fall. Yes.
No. The fall's not what rendered her unconscious.
Well, the shake might have,
We
but
know
I didn't
that.
notice that. I just
But
picked her up.
she
Right,
stopped
right.
whining
That's what
while
I'm
you were
saying.
shaking.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You had a hold of her, and you don't know if she's conscious or
I-
not.
I didn't-
You fall down.
I didn't think
she
that
hits
was-
the ground.
And you
she's
shook her some more,
unconscious.
trying
Yeah.
to wake her up.
Yeah,
Did you shake her as hard as you had just shaken her a few seconds before?
probably because I was so panicked and I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't understand what was
And you
happening.
shook her for about a minute at that point?
I don't know.
Around
I
there?
don't know.
I mean-
Not a minute. It can't be that long.
Yeah.
But like it feels like, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
So when she stopped crying, so she's standing, you shake her for about 5 seconds, you said,
Mhm.
right? She didn't fall down or anything?
No, I
Okay.
picked her right.
So you picked her up.
Picked her
She
up.
stopped crying at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're angry, you said, and you kind of went in the house.
Just in a
Is this
hurry
all
and
correct?
frustrated. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yes.
You trip and fall.
I did.
And then
And she
she's...
did hit her face on the
Okay,
the
but she's
step.
kind of limp, or is that when you kind of
I
noticed
didn't even
she's
know.
just-
I didn't even notice. I mean, I was like holding her, and then when I went to get, like, I don't even know. Like, and I'm like, Hannah, are you okay? Get up. And she wasn't responding to me, and that's when I kind of like moved her into the carpet from the doorway. And I'm like shaking her, and I put her on top of me, and I'm like, wake up, Hannah, what's wrong with you? Wake up, Hannah. I'm like, and I'm like, do you want some juice? Like, thought maybe, I don't know.
I can't imagine, yeah.
Awful. I did not mean to hurt her. I wouldn't.
You did the right thing. By telling us this, you've done the right thing, okay?
I love her. I was at the hospital all night last night praying.
What was your biggest source of frustration? Other than
I'm sad.
other than everything else.
I'm just sad and lonely, and sometimes, like, and even with my own kids, you know, when they do bad things, it frustrates you, and it just, I don't know, like, you go clean up a room and then they destroy it again. And it's just frustration. It's not like...
Yeah.
I don't see how you do it.
I want to do it. I actually really enjoy it, and I've ruined my whole life.
Well, in normal circumstances, you probably do. But at least the last few weeks, you're not enjoying this. You are not enjoying her showing up every day.
Was there anything before the end of February where you've lost your temper with her and done anything?
No.
So it's all been pretty much focused right after the end of February up till yesterday.
Yeah.
Is this primarily focused on her?
She's the one that follows me around. She's the one that's mischievous.
Just underfoot all the time?
Yeah.
Right, so your kids...
But I love her. I don't know why I would even put her out on her.
You're not in your right mind.
What about the other girl that you watched? What's her name?
Kaylin. She's an angel.
Is she going to have any bruising or anything on her?
No.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
we're going to have to look.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, I know.
And we have, if we didn't, we would not be doing our jobs.
Oh, I know.
Okay?
Yeah.
So is it, while we're being honest and everything, are we going to find anything with her?
No. Mm-mm. No.
Okay.
Or my kids.
Nothing with your kids?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No.
I mean, you feel better?
Yeah.
You got it
Looking-
off your chest?
Yeah.
You look better, to be honest with you. I mean, all that just...
I just don't want anybody to know. Like, I feel like I'm a
No,
horrible person.
You're
like,
embarrassed?
Very.
Are you sorry?
I mean,
Are you kidding me?
yeah. Now that you've laid it all
The whole
out,
night is cry.
you feel responsible for everything that happened.
I feel
What would
very-
you say to Dad if you could talk to him right now?
I'm sorry.
What would you say if he asked why?
Lonely and frustrated and sad. And she just does. It was a mischievous thing, and I just bought the ketchup, and I don't know.
I know what he would probably ask. And I want to ask you, why her? Why
Because the mischievous stuff.
why-
The other ones don't
yeah.
do
Why
that.
he's gonna want to know
Mischievous.
why my daughter. Out of the 4 that's there, why my daughter? What would you say to that?
What I just said. Just some of the mischievous things and frustration. I don't know.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Can we get you anything to drink?
No, I just want my kids. I want to go home. Am I going to be able to do that?
We've got a lot
I don't know.
to go over. We're still talking to people and stuff like that, so sit tight.
We have to relay this to some doctors so they can have some answers on,
Yeah.
to make sure this is, like I said this morning, it's not a medical issue, something wrong with her. It's been done to her. Now we have those answers, we're able to
Yeah.
get that to them.
Completely, totally different treatment, and they need to know that. Okay? Even though they suspect it, they need details, because all these injuries they can be treated differently and separately. Okay? So that is right now primarily what we're going to go do. Okay? We're going to make some phone calls. So in the meantime, do you need anything else to drink or anything like that?
No, I just want my
Anything
kids.
else you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Because now's the time.
Do I need my lawyer? Am I in big trouble?
We can't answer whether
Yeah.
you need your attorney or not. I mean, we're obviously not.
Why can't you answer
We're not allowed to.
That's up to you. We're not allowed to.
that?
You've been talking with us. It's your choice that you have to make. You chose to talk with us.
Am I going to be arrested?
We don't know right now. We don't know. We don't know if there is even charges on this.
Okay.
Okay?
We have to look into it. That's what we're gonna walk out of here. We're gonna sit down.
And the doctors are going to weigh in. We got a lot
Yeah.
to think about right now. Okay?
We would appreciate it if you stayed here, and so we could ask you if we had anything else.
Yeah, can I have my babies?
Sit time.
I don't know where they're at. They were down the hall. We haven't been here with you. I don't want to say your dad or
Give it-
your husband. Yeah.
Give us a
TJ
few
can come pick
minutes.
them up.
Give us a few
Let's make
minutes,
sure.
and we're gonna get
Okay.
all this, we'll have all these answers for you, okay?
You got enough? You good on coffee? You want it warmed up?
Yeah, I'll have another one.
I'll
Okay.
warm it up for you.
Thanks.
Yep.
Hello?
Take the whole bag. Just grab the whole bag.
A few things.
Holler if you need to use the restroom or something to drink, all right? You want something to eat? No? Do you need to use the restroom or anything? All right.
I just want to go home for my babies. I won't go anywhere. I just want to go home.
Well, you're being charged, so you're not going home.
What does that mean?
It means you're being charged, criminally charged. So if you need to use the restroom, or you want something to eat, or you need something to drink,
What, can you talk to me are you allowed to talk to me for a minute?
you're being charged with felonious assault,
Okay.
okay? So we've got some paperwork to do, and then you're under arrest. You're going to the back, all right? You'll have a bond. And then if she dies as a result of these injuries, we will consult with the prosecutor's office, and the charges could be upgraded, all right? So that's what I'm saying. If you need something to drink or eat, or you need to use the restroom, you need to let me know, okay? Just knock on the door if you need anything. So the jail won't take this.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and just dispose
away,
of it.
that's
Just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
Take you back. Guess they explained everything to you.
No, I don't know what's happening.
Okay. We're gonna take you back and book you into the jail for, actually, these are yours. Felonious assault and endangering children, okay? We'll book you in. You'll be able to make some phone calls after that.
Okay. Do you know how much I have to pay to get out?
I don't know what it'll be. They'll tell you back there.
Okay. Am I gonna be embarrassed? Is there a bunch of people back there?
Everybody back there's been there, so it's not like,
Yeah, they're all.
I know
Yeah.
there's a ton of people here.
All right, ready?
No.
In court, Partin denied causing any harm to Hannah between March 6th and March 8th, 2018. She also admitted to lying about falling and lying about the bruise on her hand. Partin confirmed that she did not believe she would be in trouble for poking Hannah in the chest, squeezing her, hitting her with a closed fist multiple times under the chin, and shaking her. Lindsay Partin was convicted of murder, involuntary manslaughter, and 4 counts of child endangering. She was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 18 years. Even though Partin confessed to abusing Hannah Weshy, there are many people who believe she is innocent and was coerced into a false confession. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for today. Please subscribe to support the channel and leave a comment below. Make sure to check out my Patreon channel. I will see you next time.